Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to solve the functions. We're going to solve 53, 54, and 55. To start, I'm going to do Descartes' rule. So f of x, and f of x tells me that I'm going to have positive roots. F of negative x tells me my negative roots. So signs, going straight as is, plus, 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 minus. Negative, if it's an odd degree, I change my sign. So negative, plus, negative, negative. So I have one positive, I have 1, 2, negative. So from here I make a chart. My chart is going to be positive, negative, complex. And so I have one positive at all times, 2 negative, and then I could have possibility of complex because of this 2 negative. So I could go 1, 0, and 2 as well. So with this, we'll go through and we'll figure it out. So based on my calculator, I have a x equals -2 as a solution. So I'm going to do synthetic division with that. Move my paper over here. So -2, 1, 4, 3, -2. Okay. So bring this down here. 1 times -2 is -2. 4 plus -2 is 2. 2 times -2 is -4. 3 plus -4 is -1. -1 times -2 is 2, so 0. So now I have x squared plus 2x minus 1 equals 0. I can't factor that, so I might have imaginary solutions, I might have real solutions. I'm at least going to have something, so I'm going to do the quadratic formula. So quadratic formula is -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2 times a, which is 1. So I'm going to have -2. 4 minus 4 times 1 is 4, times -1 is that. So plus or minus the square root of 8 divided by 2. And to get out those exact answers, Eddie, stop. Shh. To get out those exact answers, I'd plug them in my calculators. There's going to be a negative answer, and then there's going to be a positive answer. But I'd calculate them out on my calculator to get the exact decimals. Okay, against the next one. Please bear with me with moving the camera. Okay, so here I'm going to do the Descartes rule again. F of x, positive, positive, negative, negative. F of negative x, odd degree, so negative, positive, positive, negative. So I have one positive, 1, 2, negative. So my chart would be the same as this one up here. For sake of time, I'm not going to remake it. Now looking at this, I'm going to try factor by grouping. So in the first group, I'm going to pull out a 4x squared, which is going to leave me with an x plus 1. And seeing that these are both negative, and I want both positive, and pull out a -1. Okay. So now looking at this, I'm going to have 4x squared times 4x squared minus 1 x plus 1. Set them both equal to 0. So I have x equals -1. From here, setting this one up, I have x squared, 4 in front, equals 1. Divide by 4 on both sides. X squared equals 1/4. Take the square root of both sides. X equals plus or minus 1/2. So positive answer and 2 negative. So it's the original scenario. Last but not least, I have this problem here of 55. Okay. Based on signs, f of x. All these are positive, so plus, 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 so I have 0 positive. f of negative x, odd, odd, so minus, plus, minus, plus. So I have 1, 2, 3 negatives. Okay, so chart, positive, negative, complex. I have 0 positive, 3 negative, 0 complex, 0 positive, 1 negative, and 2 complex. Based on my calculator, x equals -2. So I'm plugging in my calculator, or after I plugged in my calculator and I got my graph, I'm going to find, excuse me, synthetic, -2, 1, 2, 4, 8. Bring this one down. 1 times -2 is -2. 0, 0 there, 0, 4, -8. So I have x squared plus 4. So I'm going to have the scenario of x squared plus 4 equals 0. X squared equals -4. Square root. X equals plus or minus 2i. So, and that's all been off screen. Apologize about that. X squared plus 4 equals 0. X squared equals -4. Square root both sides, and I get imaginary numbers. So my scenario is the 1 negative with here, and then my 2 complex here.